I used AI agents to automate 70% of my content research last month. This saved me over 15 hours and cut my typical research time from 3 hours down to just 45 minutes per project. You might be thinking AI agents are just hype or too complex for daily use. Most people get them wrong, focusing on the wrong tools or trying to build something from scratch. But there is a simple framework for using AI agents that transforms how you work. Stay with me, because I will show you the exact workflows that are actually driving these results and how you can implement them today. You're probably overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information needed for your projects. Maybe you spend hours sifting through articles, data, and social media trends just to get started. Every new task feels like climbing a mountain of research. You see people talking about AI automating everything, but when you try it, it just gives you generic, unusable outputs. You feel stuck, constantly playing catch up, spending your best energy on tedious data gathering instead of creative work. The promise of AI feels distant, almost like a secret club you're not a part of. You have tried using ChatGPT for research, but it is just a chatbot, not an independent worker. It requires constant prompting and guiding, which still eats up your time. You end up doing most of the heavy lifting yourself, even with the AI help. This cycle leaves you frustrated, working longer hours without actually getting ahead. It makes you question if AI is truly for you or just for tech experts. You're not alone in feeling this way. This problem is not about a lack of effort, it is about a lack of the right strategy. It is about realizing that AI agents are not just fancy chatbots, they are digital teammates if used correctly. While you're still manually digging through search results, your competitors are already launching their next big idea. They are focusing on strategy and execution, not just information gathering. Imagine the impact of having an extra 15 hours a week. Think about the projects you could finally start, the growth you could achieve. Instead, you're stuck in the weeds, watching opportunities pass you by. This is not just about saving time, it is about reclaiming your most valuable asset, your focus. The good news is you can break free from this cycle today. I'm going to show you 3 specific AI agent workflows that I personally use. These are not theoretical concepts, these are step-by-step guides you can implement right after this video. 1, the Content Idea Generator agent. This agent helps you brainstorm and validate content ideas in minutes, not hours. Here's how it works. I use a tool called Crew AI for this specific task. First, I define 2 roles, a market researcher and a content strategist. The market researcher's job is to scour trending topics on platforms like Google Trends and X.com for specific keywords related to my niche, say AI productivity tools. It identifies the top 10 most engaged discussions in competitive content. Then the content strategist takes that raw data. Its task is to analyze those trends, identify gaps in existing content, and propose 5 unique high-potential content angles. For example, instead of a generic top 5 AI tools, it might suggest AI tools for solopreneurs, a deep dive into automation for one-person businesses. This agent saves me 4 hours a week on initial brainstorming and validation. I get a refined list of ideas ready for development, not just a jumble of keywords. 2, the deep research and summarization agent. This is where the real-time savings kick in, and this workflow includes the step that saved me 3 hours a week. This agent performs in-depth research and condenses massive amounts of information into actionable summaries. I set up this workflow using AutoGPT or Cognisys. I defined 3 agents, a data collector, a fact checker, and a summarizer. The data collector is given a specific topic, for instance, the ethical implications of large language models in healthcare. It searches academic papers, industry reports, and reputable news sources, collecting up to 20 relevant articles. Next, the fact checker agent reviews each source for accuracy, bias, and recency, flagging any questionable information. It cross-references key claims across multiple sources. Finally, the summarizer agent takes the verified data. It condenses everything into a 500-word executive summary, highlighting key arguments, counter-arguments, and statistical data. It also extracts 5 to 7 key takeaways that are ready for immediate use in my scripts or articles. This specific process, especially the fact-checking and summarization, is the one that saved me an incredible 3 hours every single week. It is like having a team of researchers working for you overnight. You go from sifting through hundreds of pages to reading a concise, validated report in minutes. This is crucial for anyone needing reliable data quickly. 3, the social media content repurposing agent. Once you have your core content, this agent helps you instantly adapt it for different platforms. This workflow uses LangChain for its flexibility. I use 2 agents, a content adapter and a platform optimizer. The content adapter takes a finished blog post or video script. It then breaks down the main points into smaller, digestible chunks. For example, if I have a 1,500-word article on AI and marketing, this agent extracts 10 tweet-sized facts, 3 LinkedIn post ideas with engagement questions, and a short script for an Instagram reel. Then the platform optimizer reviews these outputs. It ensures each piece adheres to platform-specific best practices like character limits for Twitter, hashtag suggestions for Instagram, and professional tone for LinkedIn. It even suggests relevant emojis or calls to action tailored for each platform. This agent means I can turn one piece of long-form content into a week's worth of social media posts in less than 30 minutes. Before, this would take me 2 to 3 hours of manual rewriting and formatting. These 3 workflows show you how to move from passive AI use to active AI agent deployment. They are about getting specific, defining roles, and letting the agents do the heavy lifting. You now have a clear path to transforming your workflow from manual grind to intelligent automation. Imagine reclaiming hours each week, focusing on what truly matters and outpacing your competition with ease. You're not just saving time, you're investing in your future productivity and creativity. The key is in these specific actionable agent workflows. Do not let this knowledge sit idle. Start by picking just one of these workflows to implement this week. You will be amazed at the difference it makes. If you're serious about implementing these workflows and want to get started with the right tools and prompts, I have put together a comprehensive guide for you. This guide breaks down each step even further and includes all the specific prompts and tools you need. Comment 1000 to get the full guide and free AI tools and prompts.